Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the study. Book of Romans, chapter 4, starting in verse 14. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope you're walking in the Spirit and not the flesh. I hope that you're focused on God without ceasing. That means constantly focused on the Lord. See, that's what prayer without ceasing is being aware and focused on our Savior and living a life focused on Him and in Him and through Him, in His will, not ours. Not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. So let's get right into this. Verse 14. For if they which are of the law be heirs, if the Jews, they're the ones of the law, be heirs, but not the rest of us, faith is made void because we didn't receive the law. They did. See, this is what he's trying to say. And the promise made of none effect. Wouldn't matter because you have to follow that law, and they were the ones given the law, and that's what he's saying. So let's go. 15, because the law worketh wrath. Remember I told you it's a measuring rod? Nobody can keep the law. There was none that could keep the law. Christ was the only one. For where no law is, there is no transgression. What does that mean then? The law was a measuring rod to give us a guideline of what, you know what it is? Here's what it is. It's the perfectness of God, if that's a word. It shows God's perfection because God could do it. Flesh can't, but God can. So the law was a measuring rod to show us how holy God is. And what does the word say? Be ye holy, for I am holy, saith the Lord. Okay, because the law worketh wrath, where there is no law, there is no transgression. That's where faith and grace comes in. Therefore it is of faith that it might be by grace to the end of the promise that might be sure to all the seed, not to that only which is of the law of the Jews, but to that also which is of the faith of Abraham, those that have faith in God, who is the Father of us all. Here it is, 17. As it is written, I have made thee a father over many nations, not just Jews, before him whom he believed, even God, who quickened the dead and called those things which be not as though they were. We're out of time. I love you guys. I hope I explained that well. Be good. Walk in the Spirit.